But a marginal risk doesn't mean you need to rearrange your life around this. Just plan on staying weather aware this afternoon. So there's snow in the air. It's just all being eaten up by the dry air before it reaches the ground. And I'm looking at two potential tornadoes here. One just to the east of Center Point and another one here just south of Loretto, just to the northeast of St. Joseph.
Tornado warning has been replaced by a severe thunderstorm warning, which means you still need to treat the storm with respect. Be inside till it passes by, but the imminent threat of a tornado has passed. Look at this video, though, that was tweeted to me as the storm was passing by. This is as it passed near Wartrace. Currently, with our dew points in the upper 60s and low 70s, it puts us somewhere between and on the muggy meter. But again, hit and miss activity possible at any point during the day. Take the umbrella with you because while it's not a guarantee you're going to need it, it's going to be a good accessory to have, especially later on.
So, Paul, you were out there for about 45 seconds in that
please,
suit.
More of that, please.
How do you feel?
Yeah, it's warm. You need protective eyewear to safely observe the eclipse before totality. Sunglasses like these, those are no good. What you need are ISO certified eclipse glasses. Wait till the storms pass by. We're at the point now where you don't want to try to beat this out the door unless your commute is literally a couple of minutes, because these storms are fast movers and they're packing a hefty wallop in terms of damaging winds, possibly some hail as well. Again, potential tornado just northeast of Cool Springs. So the tornado warning itself goes until 7:30. This is for southern Davidson County, for northern Williamson County, for western Rutherford County, northwestern Rutherford County, and for southern Wilson County as well.
Paul's calling this, could you say, a Triple H day?
Exactly.
Triple H.
Yeah, isn't it a wrestler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, I know Holly's a huge wrestling fan.
That's
so
what I was referring to.
Just works those references in all the time. Let's take a look outside. What she's referring to is haze, heat, and humidity. Right, we're expecting strong to severe thunderstorms later on today. We have some just regular thunderstorms in western and northwestern Middle Tennessee, now edging into the western half of southern Kentucky at the moment. That's all staying to the west of Nashville. Let's take a look at the big picture perspective, the overview of how this is going to set up. It's been termed an enhanced risk of severe weather by the Storm Prediction Center. That's level 3 out of 5. Large hail, the primary threat, but damaging wind gusts over 60 miles an hour, almost on an even level with the hail threat. The risk of a tornado is going to be low, but it's certainly not going to be zero. Let's take a look at what's happening on the forewarned live radar right now. And we do have those thunderstorms in western Middle Tennessee and across the Tennessee River into West Tennessee that are moving to the northeast. Earlier, I was kind of crossing my fingers, hoping Clarksville at least would stay dry. That's not going to happen. You're going to get wet within the next half hour to 45 minutes or so. Strongest storm about to move up into Benton County. We'll keep an eye on that one just in case there's a damaging wind threat out of that. And we're going to see this hit and miss activity ahead of the main line of thunderstorms. It's not going to arrive until later into the afternoon. So the big picture radar perspective, here's our line of thunderstorms in West Tennessee, just edging into the northwestern corner of the midstate. This is the leading edge of the warm, muggy air. It's going to set up and help to enhance our thunderstorm threat later on. Out to our west, that rain is fizzling out, so it's not going to hold together, help to stabilize our atmosphere really to any extent at all. The atmosphere should be ready to go later on today. So this is a more significant threat of severe weather than what we had with that borderline risk on Saturday. Check out Futurecast. It's got a fairly good handle on where things are right now. That thunderstorm activity lifts up to the north, a little break in the action, but again, hit and miss activity possible at any point during the day. Take the umbrella with you because while it's not a guarantee you're going to need it, it's going to be a good accessory to have, especially later on. Let's freeze the maps here again during mid-afternoon. Again, that hit and miss activity. Any one of these thunderstorms could become briefly severe, but the greatest severe weather threat will develop to our west. This particular forecast model has slowed things down just a little bit with that main line of storms not moving into western Middle Tennessee until right around 5 or 6 o'clock and not moving towards metro Nashville until about 8 o'clock. I still think it's going to be a little bit earlier, but until those storms actually develop, they don't even exist yet. We're going to have to just keep an eye on the latest data and continue to revise the arrival times for you as we head through the day. I think the earlier you can get home from work today, the better off you're going to be. Enhanced risk of severe weather, again, that's level 3 out of 5. The farther west you go, the greater threat you're going to be facing, and then the storms will diminish once the sun goes down and they move farther to the east. All types of severe weather possible, but they're pretty much in order of what we expect. That large hail threat, because the upper atmosphere is still fairly cold, which means that hail isn't going to melt to any great extent as it hits the ground. Looking outside, skies brightening a little bit. We're going to see more clouds and sunshine in general throughout the day, but a little bit of sun to help boost our temperatures more and more. The warmer we get, the more unstable the atmosphere gets. It's 60 degrees already in Nashville, also 60 in Lawrenceburg. Warmer, muggier air with the yellow shading here. That's going to move up across the mid-state, and temperatures will be in the low 70s by noon and the mid-70s for highs this afternoon, about 10 degrees above average. Warm enough and muggy enough that while the atmosphere isn't going to be perfectly set up for a severe weather outbreak, it's going to be good enough, and that's a cause for concern. That's why it's a forewarned alert day. Just plan on staying weather aware. We'll let you know if any warnings are issued. Tomorrow and Wednesday looking mostly dry and still warm. Another round of strong to severe storms possible by Thursday.
This is a forewarned weather alert.
Another quick weather update. We still have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. One to the east and southeast of Nashville, a strong thunderstorm at the moment that is including portions of southern Wilson County and especially down into Cannon County and now DeKalb County as well. The strongest part of the storm is kind of outrunning the warning box just a little bit. Zooming in for an even closer look, Liberty, Auburntown, up towards Statesville. It's now to the south of Watertown, but just about to move into Woodbury. Smithville, you're kind of on the edge of this. A lot of lightning with this storm, but now below 100 lightning strikes in the last 10 minutes. Show signs that it's weakening just a little bit, but still capable of producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, especially in these bright red splotches here. And that's the main severe weather threat from this storm. So just stay inside until it passes by. It's moving to the southeast very slowly, as is this storm in southern Kentucky. Southern Clinton County also under a severe thunderstorm warning. That one's about to expire as the strongest part of the storm moves out of southern Kentucky entirely. Some more scattered storms to the north and northeast of Nashville that are staying below severe limits, but we'll keep an eye on all of them. We'll keep you updated if any more warnings are issued.
Coming up on 5:37, checking in with Paul. So another little steamy start to our day, huh?
Steamy start and then possibly a little stormy by this afternoon. Looking at an unsettled weather pattern off to our north that is still hanging out well off to our northwest. It's going to be drifting down closer to us, though, as we head through the day. And that means an increasing chance of thunderstorms, especially as we head into the afternoon and early evening hours. Around a 50-50 chance at any one point during the afternoon, maybe a little bit above that during the peak of the hot weather. And because those storms are going to be a bit more organized, it brings in the potential for a couple of severe thunderstorms. It's a marginal risk of severe weather. That means while we expect a lot of storms, a few of them may produce some damaging winds. We're also going to be on the lookout for some heavy rainfall, maybe causing some localized flooding. But a marginal risk doesn't mean you need to rearrange your life around this. Just plan on staying weather aware this afternoon. Check out this sunrise over downtown Nashville right now. A little bit of high cloud cover reflecting those first rays of sunlight. Beautiful perspective as we look to the east. It's warm out there this morning and very muggy. Temperatures are in the low to mid 70s, 76 officially in Nashville right now. One of the warmer locations. Clarksville is the warm spot at 77 degrees. Everybody is warmer than normal for this time of year. So yeah, this is toasty even for the middle of July, and we're going to heat up before that best storm chance arrives. Temperatures close to 90 degrees by noon and just above 90 for highs before that rain cool air begins to spread out later on today. The heat index is going to be running in the mid to upper 90s if there aren't any of those showers and thunderstorms right in your neighborhood. So just plan on taking it easy in the heat and humidity. Tomorrow, still some lingering storms. We'll take a look ahead with Futurecast and show you where those are most likely to develop. Then we mostly dry out for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Hot weather on the way by the middle of next week with highs in the mid-90s.
We are exactly 1 month away from the Great American Eclipse,
which will, of course, be a total eclipse for much of the mid-state. Forewarned meteorologist Paul Heggen takes a look ahead at what we can all expect.
Tom, Tracy, it sounds pretty simple. The moon passes between the sun and the earth, which casts a shadow on a small part of our planet. So why does something so simple prompt this kind of response? Oh my God. Total eclipses are rare. The last one visible in Nashville was in 1478. Derek Roll of the Adventure Science Center explains how things have to come together perfectly.
That shadow of the moon is only about 60 or 70 miles wide, so you have to be standing in just the right place on Earth, which is why it's such a rare experience.
Many of us have seen a partial solar eclipse. Is what we're going to see on August 21st really that different?
When you have a total eclipse, none of the sun's surface is visible, and that means that's the only time with the naked eye that you can see the sun's atmosphere. You'll see this glow, we call it the corona, around the sun. Some people say it looks like a hole just got punched out of the sky.
So what should you be doing to prepare 1 month in advance? First, find out if your neighborhood is in the path of the total eclipse.
So we would definitely recommend going online, checking a map, and figuring out if you are inside or outside that path, because you don't want to be so close and miss this incredible experience.
Next, figure out where you want to watch the show. Don't just wing it on Monday the 21st. If you think Nashville traffic is bad on a normal basis, wait until the eclipse crowds show up.
Finally, and most importantly, you need protective eyewear to safely observe the eclipse before totality. Sunglasses like these, those are no good. What you need are ISO certified eclipse glasses. They're easy to order online, but the faster you order them, the less likely it is they're going to be sold out. I've got mine, so I'm ready to go. For News 4, I'm meteorologist Heggen.